All right, everyone, just a quick update on what's going to happen here. There's going to be a lot of updates in the next 24 hours. This one's going to be about 2 minutes or less, so bear with me. Right now, we've got the Arctic front sliding through the area. This is the leading edge of the really cold air that's going to set the cold air in place for our storm. And we're getting some reports of some snow mixing in with all this, but this is not going to accumulate except for in the mountains where it's cold enough. Ground temperatures are above the freezing mark. I'll go back to air temperatures. You can see most areas are above freezing, so anything that falls, it's going to melt on contact, except for the mountains where you see temperatures already in the low 30s. But this isn't the main player. This is not the storm. This is just the Arctic front. This stuff today is going to be kind of puny in comparison to what's heading our way. So let's go right to the data. The NAM and GFS, really all the models, to be honest with you, blowing up this huge coastal storm. And this is becoming like a significant coastal storm like we used to get in the old days. So this is this potential here for significant winter weather. There's a few things I'm much more confident about today than I was yesterday. You can see this is tonight. You can see the light stuff. Again, not a big deal tonight. Really no travel issues today or even tomorrow until about sunset. My time frame is really kind of focusing in right now on the Tuesday 7 p.m. through 7 a.m. on Thursday. So this is even Wednesday morning. You notice not a lot of precipitation. Things really get cranked up on Wednesday. This thing tends to be slowing down a little bit, and it's not so much that it's slowing down, but when a storm strengthens, it deepens and it tilts negatively. It kind of slows the flow down, and so that's what you would expect with this storm as we go into Thursday and Friday. So let's go into tomorrow. You can see the system taking shape. Basically, everything's coming together here as we go through the day tomorrow. And on Wednesday, really looks to be the worst of the weather, Wednesday night into Thursday. And the problem for us right now is I'm pretty confident up here in the mountains we are going to see significant snowfall, 4 to 8 inches. This is the easiest part of my forecast. The hardest part is right on the edge here where you get the wintry mix. Could be 3 to 6, could be 2 to 4, could be a couple inches of sleet, could be a quarter-inch ice. That's a problem. And then down in here, you're worried about significant ice storms. So the problems are going to be along the Interstate 85 corridor where we have the biggest issues. So when we look at the snow probabilities of 2 inches, you can see today, not much. Tomorrow, not a whole lot either. Again, there's be some flurries around. It's tomorrow night, really into Wednesday morning that things ramp up right along the North and South Carolina border. This is 2-inch probabilities every 12 hours. So this gives you a real good indication of how things unfold. This is Wednesday afternoon. This is Wednesday night. You could see the heavy snow in the mountains going into Wednesday overnight into Thursday morning. I mean, we've got a 90 to 100% chance of 2 inches in these areas. Now, here's the problem. Let's back this up. Let's show you the freezing rain. That was just snow. Let's go in real close and show you the freezing rain probabilities. And again, I'm not buying the freezing rain today, but later tonight, freezing rain becomes an issue just to our south, especially in South Carolina. We go into Wednesday morning, look at the freezing rain probabilities. This is, again, let me put this up to 1/10 of an inch, which is more significant. And you can see Columbia, Augusta, Atlanta, and almost to Charlotte. And then we go into Wednesday afternoon, Columbia to Augusta to Atlanta. And then Wednesday night, same area, significant ice storm likely in the Midlands of South Carolina. And then by Thursday morning, it's still going on in the Midlands, but then it starts to creep up towards Charlotte. So you could see the problem that I'm going to have with the forecast is anywhere along Interstate 85, right in here, it starts as snow, mixes with sleet and freezing rain. The totals are really going to be kind of a crapshoot at this juncture because the mixing is going to determine. The one thing I know for sure, significant winter storm for all of the Western Carolinas. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's now a matter of whether it's all snow, whether it's sleet and snow, or whether it's ice. And unfortunately for Charlotte and anywhere along Interstate 85, it looks like a little bit of everything, which is kind of the worst case scenario. I'll have complete updates starting today on NBC Charlotte at 4, 5, and 6. Of course, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, but just want to give you a quick heads up on what we're thinking right now. And I'd love to give everyone specific totals for your house. It's going to be really hard. Just know it's going to be significant. This isn't going to be a cheap little dusting half-inch and then it's gone. Said this a lot online. The chance of us busting this forecast with 0 winter precipitation is almost 0. It's never completely 0, but it's really close. The chance of us busting on the high side is actually a much more likely possibility, because if this thing strengthens and takes the right track, then our little bit of snow becomes a big snow, or it becomes a big ice storm. So just be very cautious of that. We're not going to have a swing and a miss on this forecast as far as nothing happening. That's not. I hate guarantees, but I almost could guarantee that nothing is not going to happen. Something is going to happen. It's just a matter of how bad is it going to be. I think it'll be significant, especially for travel. And again, here's your time frame: Tuesday 7 p.m. to Thursday 7 a.m. with the worst weather is going to be Wednesday night into Thursday. So hope that helps for now. Hopefully I'll have more information this afternoon. Until then, have a great afternoon. You got about 24 to 36 hours to prepare. Winter storm warnings will likely come out later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning.